welcome back to another segment of Clock That Tea. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Lithia.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Jane Ali, and we're the council.
My name's Brooks Elijah.
My name's Jalen Luke.
And I'm Tony.
And we're the Kings.
The Kings.
First in, Travis, Kelce, and Taylor Swift. Has anyone heard about that?
Like everywhere. Whenever I go on Twitter, TikTok, I'm always seeing something about those two.
Yeah, I don't know much about him besides him playing for the Chiefs, but I love Taylor Swift always getting a new fling. That means we'll get a new pop hit, probably.
Let's talk about how they're saying that Taylor Swift made Travis Kelce's career or put him on the map.
BS.
What do y'all think, guys?
BS.
It is bull-toed. First off, that is the Travis Kelce, you know.
Did Taylor Swift win a Super Bowl multiple times?
Exactly.
How many rings does she have that aren't divorced?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Travis has
coming in
real
strong.
rings.
Wow.
Well, can I just say something?
No,
I have
perfect.
never, ever heard the name Travis Kelce since before like a week ago, but
Yeah.
I've known
Me
Taylor
either.
Swift since I was a little kid. So
Never
what does that say?
heard the name
Taylor
Travis
Swift
Kelce.
is mid, bro.
I'm sorry.
What? You said
If anything,
Sums it up right
Travis
there.
Kelce
Taylor
made
Swift. He
him
just
I'm
said
not
Taylor
gonna
Swift
lie.
is mid.
I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe now, but...
Y'all know how I feel
Yeah.
about
10
Taylor
years ago.
Swift. I think overhype is crazy, but I don't watch football, so I can't
That's
necessarily know
good.
say that
But
I
it's
know
like,
Travis
like you've
Kelce.
watched like the Super Bowl though, right? So like, you know, last year was the Kelce Bowl, you know.
I don't think I
Travis
watched
Kelce.
last year's Super Bowl.
That's like Patrick Mahomes. Like, if Patrick Mahomes married Taylor Swift, like, oh my God, Taylor Swift put on Patrick Mahomes.
I've never heard of Patrick Mahomes in my entire life.
Wait,
so.
really?
Oh my
I
God.
actually have
I'm
heard
sick.
of
Yeah,
Patrick
that's the only
Mahomes.
one I've heard
He's
of.
the quarterback of the
Show's
Chiefs.
over.
How can you
I'm
not
sick.
know
Show's
who
over.
he
I'm
is?
sick. I'm
Not
sick.
everybody
He's
watches
leaving.
football.
He's
okay?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm sick. I'm
Not
sick to my
everybody
stomach.
watches football. Everybody, football or not, you listen to her music or not, you know who Taylor Swift is. So, there.
I
I
guess
know where both of them are.
we just don't know who Travis Kelce is, but we do know who Taylor Swift is. So.
Well,
What
now
else?
you know who Kelce is. Taylor Swift, honestly, stopped
You were
listening
talking
to her.
about it last segment. You were like, Taylor Swift is the queen of heartbreak, whatever, whatever. You
Yeah.
know who Taylor Swift
No,
is.
I
You know
I
it is.
stopped. I stopped listening to her. The last time I listened to her was "That's What People Say." Mhm.
Shake it off. Don't act
Shake
like you
it
don't know
off.
what that's
Yeah,
called.
that's what it's called.
It's kind of a lackluster name.
After that, I mean,
Lackluster is
honestly, most people are into a lot of these toxic artists lately, like Giveon or whatever. But Taylor has been
Who?
singing about a lot of heartbreak. Either
Heartbreak.
she's causing the heartbreak or someone is breaking her heart. Either way,
You know what I
she needs a
think?
hug. Is what I would say.
You know what I think
Or a
is
Super Bowl ring.
most artists, most singers, songwriters, most of their songs are about heartbreak. Everyone just grills Taylor Swift on it because you know who the people she's dating are. So people are like, oh, she only talks about that. What artist or songwriter do you know that doesn't have a million songs about love or heartbreak?
That's true. Very true.
Very true.
Can't disagree.
I guess to be
She just
fair,
wants
she
money.
didn't name all the names of all of her last suitors like Ariana Grande did.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Wait,
crazy.
what?
Thank you, next.
Yeah,
But I
Oh,
will
wait,
say
who was
this
thinking next
though.
about? Pete Davidson?
It was
All
all
of her
everybody.
exes.
Oh, all of her exes. Okay.
You know, I will say I have been hating on Taylor Swift, but she has helped his jersey sales go up by.
Oh my
400%.
God.
So together they're making a lot of money.
Exactly.
You know, he's benefiting from her, she's benefiting from him. I guess you could say she's winning over some football fans now, so her fan base has grown as well as his because his jersey sales have gone up.
Okay, but the question is, are they actually together? Because there's a lot of speculation, but it isn't actually official. So what do y'all think? Do you think
matter
it's
of time before we get a new song and Kelsey's, you know, the main person about it, you know? I don't think it's just a
I
matter of
caught
time.
your heart in the end zone, or something like that.
that would be a good song?
Heart in the end zone, or last quarter.
It would be a good song for all the football fans, but maybe not the Swifties.
I don't
know.
I don't think
Maybe.
I agree
She
with
can
that.
mix it up.
but
She always
okay.
mixes it up.
What-
She does.
Country,
In your opinion, what in your eyes would make like an official relationship with celebrities? Because you know it changes a lot. So for you girls, what is official in a relationship for celebrities?
Who wants to go first?
Do they have to put a ring on it or?
Oh wow! Okay, we're starting off strong.
To be honest,
do they have to?
That's crazy.
Maybe, because I feel like with
really?
so many celebrity relationships, I'm like, I don't even know if that's like a real thing or not. Like this whole relationship has been so public. I'm like, it kind of feels like it's just too much. So I guess we'll just never know.
I have heard of some celebrity couples pulling a publicity stunt, so
Yeah.
they're actually never really in a relationship, and it's just to get sales on both sides.
And wouldn't that make sense? Because I mean, all of the jersey sales, all the tickets are sold out in the stadiums wherever Travis Kelce is playing. Like this could just be like another like publicity move. Yeah.
And that's pretty sad because then it takes the love out of a relationship, and it kind of confuses society now. Like, what is a real relationship?
I'm
Is
not
it a
gonna
money
lie.
grab, or is it publicity, or is it actual
For a
love?
really long time, there was rumors that Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey were only together for that business.
Yeah,
The business side of things. I mean,
I've heard
who
a
was
lot
Nick
of
Cannon
crazy
before?
things about them,
Who
or
watched
about
Drumline?
Nick Cannon.
I mean, I watched Drumline, but
Yeah.
I'm about to say, speak for yourself.
I mean, like wilding out, cool, but like it's Mariah Carey, so it's like
Publicity stunts is a big punch in the gut to people who actually take relationships serious. So
But it happens all the time. There's publicity stunts all the time.
yeah, so I honestly can never believe in celebrity relationships because, like, what Kanye, Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson, you can go down a long line of celebrities who've been in and out of relationships with supermodels or whatever.
I feel like that's what, I don't know, personally for me, I just like lose interest in it so much now because they're like everyone is always like breaking up, getting together, like nobody, and I always feel like it's for publicity sales and stuff.
Right.
I just
Like, why can't we find an Ice Spice, you know? She
There's
don't want
some
nobody who's
exceptions,
famous.
guys. There's
I
some
can't.
exceptions.
She don't want
Like,
nobody who's
I'm
famous.
sorry.
Blake Lively
I'm
and
waiting
Ryan
for the
Reynolds.
downfall of
I
Ice
think
Spice,
they're
I'm not gonna
actually
lie.
like in love and
You're a
stuff. They
hater.
they
I'm
have
a
3
professional
kids.
hater.
They've been married for a while. I love them as a couple. So
Well, you know who has 2 kids? Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Wah,
Yeah.
wah.
And speaking of Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner were seen spotted like having dinner, walking out of Taylor's like one of her many apartments. It's because Sophie Turner and her kids moved into Taylor Swift's apartment like while her and Joe are
that's so
separated.
crazy.
Ooh.
That's really crazy.
That
I did
reeks
hear-
of toxic.
What do you think that beef could be about? You think it's like some abuse or?
You
'Cause
know
if
what?
you gotta remove the kids too, then
I think they're
Some
kind of
serious.
bonding because Taylor Swift actually used to date Joe Jonas too, and she
Are
has
you serious?
Yes, she has so many songs about Joe Jonas.
Are you for real? For real?
Yes,
I
and like he
didn't even know
broke
that.
up with her over text.
Another breakup over text?
Yes.
Hey,
Really?
you know,
That
You know,
sounds
what do you guys think about that? Like breaking up over text? Like seriously?
That's so lame.
immature.
No.
that's just
Period.
no. We
Disrespectful,
mentioned
for
this
sure.
before. No, it's messed up. You to either publicly do it or even over text. Because one, as a man, you're supposed to lead as like a leader, be the dominant person in a relationship. You're supposed to, if you want something done or if you want to end something, you do it in person and you be a man. You don't be like, I don't know, I think we should break up over text. Like that's like, come on.
yeah,
That's
to be
immature,
fair, you know,
honestly.
I feel like that just shows like they didn't take the relationship seriously.
I definitely
Yeah.
agree with that
Yeah.
sentiment, but at the same time, like, not to say I don't agree with that sentiment, but you know, I could understand certain circumstances where you might like, okay, I know how the other side of it is gonna react to me saying that I'm breaking up or whatever, and I know issues in the past when you know, like I don't know, maybe there's abuse there, maybe there's just
Yeah.
difficulties in the relationship. You don't want to deal with all that, so it's just easier to be like, yeah, I'm not feeling this no more. We through and just dip on out. I'm not saying you should do that. Me personally, I would never do that. I couldn't ever do that to anyone. But you know, I understand certain circumstances. Where
So
it
you
happens.
think in some situations it's okay to break up over text?
I do think so. I think in certain
Really?
circumstances-
The only
Cap.
The only
Oh,
situation
okay.
I could see that happening is if they are both busy people across the world. Like, say somebody's on tour or this person's on a business trip, and it's like, okay, this is up to here, and I can't see you in person.
I feel like
This
they're
is
a good example then because they're both like super.
I feel like
famous
if it's the
and-
case, like if that's the case though, and you know their schedule is busy, like you say they are, like then they shouldn't be together.
I mean, to be fair, my first girlfriend, we broke up over text, but you know, it was
Gross.
well, first off, it was a long distance kind of thing. She had just moved to an entirely different state, so it wasn't like I can just, you know, FaceTime or anything like that. It'd be like, hey, yo, what's going on? I'm not really feeling this. And besides, it was a mutual thing. We hadn't talked in a whole month. That was the last time I had talked to her anyway. And I was like, okay, well, first off, I just need to make sure that this relationship is done. So it's not like you come back a couple months later, it's like, yo, babe, why didn't you talk to me? I'm like, well,
Nope.
it's been a couple months. I haven't heard from you at all. So
F that.
But I feel like text is really harsh, don't you think?
I think so. And Joe Jonas clearly has done this multiple times. It's a pattern. That's just how he is. He's a coward. Yes, I said it. So, I just think that he needs to grow up.
That is pretty strong. So basically his two exes are like hanging out right now then, huh?
Yeah. They're probably
That's
bonding
gotta be
and
awkward.
talking trash on him.
So I do want to say this. If it has been a repetitive pattern, why isn't the cancel culture? Like, they always go for Chris Brown, but don't nobody ever want to say no Joe Jonas.
okay, but to be fair, Chris,
That-
I don't think.
well-
to be fair, I don't think.
Chris Brown kind of hit somebody.
Exactly.
No, Chris Brown did something way worse.
That was when he was like
sexually
17.
assaulted.
But it's still
17,
happening.
18, 20.
And
Like,
abuse.
you
hit a
still
woman.
hit
And
someone.
abuse her.
Like after that,
Crazy.
your reputation is
Should've
forever
been canceled. Well, he was
damaged,
canceled.
whether the good deeds
He
you
was.
do or not.
I guess I
Guys,
just
he
love his
didn't get
music.
arrested. Didn't Chris
I
Brown
think
get
he
arrested?
He should be.
He should be.
Did he get arrested for that?
He sure did.
I think he did.
Right? I feel like he did.
Oh yeah, he did.
Let's fact check
He's
that,
been
'cause I don't
arrested
think he
multiple
did.
times.
Fact check.
I've seen a couple of mugshots from Chris Brown.
Yeah, if he didn't, then he should. That's pretty messed up.
And then he got tattoos directly after that. So I don't know.
Well, speaking of problems, we're going to start talking about Greek life and how it's affected a lot of people and has a bad rep. So what do y'all think, guys?
Bad rep.
Well, I would say it has overall in the entire nation of America, Greek life has a bad rep, but there are some pros to it. But I do understand where you're coming from with the cons. I used to be in a fraternity, and it was great. It was fun. I helped start it. We were going up and up and everything. We're first of everything, beating everybody out. It's always a competition between guys, because that's how guys are. We're competitive in nature. And we want to beat, we want to beat other guys. So we want to attract the girls, we want to beat other guys, and we're going to be, top dogs on campus.
Isn't that a
Then-
little bit toxic?
A little bit toxic? No, that's just confidence.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey,
Why do you think it's toxic?
you
Like-
said that's one of your red flags?
Like competing against each other, you think?
Yeah, comparing yourself
always
against to
competing.
others is kind of a red flag. Just in general, don't compare yourself to anyone and be yourself. But
Everyone moves at their own pace, I feel,
Yes.
so you should never compare yourself to anyone.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't say we're comparing ourselves. There was a competition, and we wanted to beat it,
I understand where you're coming from. I just sometimes think that it can get a little bit too competitive and you start comparing each other, or you just get too competitive and it starts getting out of hand,
I agree, because I've seen it, which is partially why I left. That's why I was going to go on the cons. Later on, I left because I started to notice changes in the structure of everything and people's character. It was getting real cliquey. They were getting annoying. They were acting too fratty for me, and that's just not who I am. So I went on and did my own thing, and I'm doing well.
Yeah.
I should have been in the D9.
What do you think?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're in the Divine Nine, man.
I sure am. I guess my experience, because at first I didn't even want to be in a fraternity. I was just like, bump Greek life. Like, I know too much about it, or what I thought I had knew. But after becoming a Sigma, it's like, I'm having the best time of my life right now. Like, sleep schedule might be a little off. Gonna be a lot of long nights.
Wait,
But-
so you're in a fraternity?
Mm.
Okay.
Why you say it like that?
I just said okay.
Oh!
I'm not starting any drama.
Okay.
I
You
just,
left.
I didn't know.
I don't know why
Say
you're
it like
getting
that.
I'm just
defensive.
playing.
But like, I also feel like it also depends on like what fraternity or sorority you're joining.
That's true.
That is true.
Yes.
Because
Do your research.
me as a Sigma, I feel like being in the Sigma shoes and then knowing how I was like before I became a Sigma, like looking as a bystander, there were some real low key people and I fit that vibe. And like all I do is show up get business done, go home, sleep, repeat.
Nice. What about you guys? Have you guys ever been into like a sorority or
I've never.
no?
No.
Do you guys know people who have been? What were their experiences like, do you think?
I initially wanted to join a sorority, but something happened and I wasn't able to enroll, and I was late to enrollment, so I didn't get the chance. But I mean, there is some pros to it where you meet new people, you get opportunities for sure, job opportunities, just you meet new people, and I think that's a really good pro to sorority life. But since I missed the deadline, I just heard people gossiping and talking about sororities and stuff, and I just, like I said, heard a bad rep about it. Not to get into details, but I did hear like some nasty stuff about some girls going around, and I didn't like it anymore. So I was just like, okay.
Ooh.
That's wild.
What you mean by that? Going on.
I don't want to go into
Just
detail
end it
because it's
there.
very
Well, I have a great idea.
explicit. So.
I have a good picture of going around. Trust me, because
Oh.
I will say this: sorority girls, it's cool. Yeah, y'all are sisters or whatever. A lot of them are fake to each other. For one, I'll be honest.
They so are.
I slowly fell off of sorority girls because they all start to look the same, act the same, dress the same, and it's like I'm not meeting anyone unique or new. And they're also cliquey and judgmental. They may not show it, but they are very judgmental. They'll like look you up and down. Well, they won't look you up and down, but they'll smile on your face. But as soon as you turn around, it's like, ew, gross. See what he did? Oh, like, oh my god. Or they're trying to look cool for their sisters. I don't know, but it's just me.
Yeah.
Y'all was trying to come for
I've
me
never
with the
actually
savage
been
stuff.
friends with a sorority girl or anything like that. But like I said, I just heard rumors, like friends of friends, and that's why I'm saying it now. But I've never had like a friend from a sorority. And also they're standoffish a little bit because I have some in class, and, you know, I go to class, whatever. And the sorority girls are like, they have their ROB, or what is it called? RBO?
RBF.
RBF.
What is that?
R.O.B.
I don't know.
Resting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like in class, you can tell who's a sorority girl.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
That's what I
and they
mean.
also always have their shirts of like
Yeah.
Zeta or
Zeta.
whatever.
Zeta.
Backpack, like,
What did you say?
Yes, they always have something on, like showing that they're from a
Don't
sorority.
say that again, because that's
So.
my
That's
my
yours?
sister
That's your
sorority.
sister sorority?
Cheers, Zeta Phi Beta.
Hey,
Put some
listen.
respect on the finer women.
Hey, listen. I just, I've had
That's
some,
what they're known as.
I've had some run-ins with a couple sororities and fraternities, and they've never been good. Me
Well,
personally,
you know, from what I'm hearing, I've never been in a sorority. I'm not really friends with the people who are in them. But I feel like there's like this institutional like thing where there's a lot of toxicity, and from what I'm hearing, not a lot of great people like together, which, I mean, we don't really know who they are, but I feel like another good way of meeting new people would probably be to like join clubs or something. I feel like that would be like a better way to like meet new people and start genuine friendships with people who actually have a lot of similar interests as you.
That's
I agree.
Definitely agree.
'Cause while I was in my fraternity, that's low key why I left, because I felt like I wasn't being very respected in my own brotherhood. And then I go to my team, rugby, and everybody respected me. It was like I was a brother to them, and I'm like, okay,
Exactly.
why am I dealing with them when I could go lead y'all and we could actually go achieve stuff together? I can't do nothing with them. But I also had a friend who is in a sorority. I lost her to the sorority. We was good friends. I was her only friend on campus. She
lost
really didn't.
her to the sorority.
Yes, because I was in a fraternity, and she was like, "I'm thinking about joining a sorority." I'm like, "Yeah, go for it, man. Do it." And I told her literally before she joined, just don't change who you are whenever you go in this sorority.
That's
A few
the
months later, she
worst.
joins. We slowly stopped texting each other, and it's not like I liked her. It was just my friend. Like, we slowly just stopped texting each other, and then she's always with her sisters. Yeah.
Did you say
And-
sisters with a Z?
Yes. So you know
Is this
which one I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Is that
Like, I'll bump into her from time to time, say what's up, but it just does not feel the same. So she changed. She changed. It changes you. It's wild.
That
Tony, you
sucks
know me
that
for-
like she used your friendship kind of in a way to get into a sorority, and then after, like, just used you for convenience, basically.
Gosh,
Oh my
I
god.
don't think
Damn.
so.
I was like,
No.
what was
Wait,
that?
is that?
I encouraged her to join. She did all the work herself.
Oh, okay. I understood it wrong. I'm sorry.
No, heck no. I didn't be like, hey, you should look out for no. I said like, if you want to go do it.
Is that the?
Just don't change who you are.
But that's sad that the sorority changed who she is, because you were already friends with her, and then after joining, she changed, which.
Maybe she got busy. A lot of people get
And the
busy.
same thing goes
Well,
for the
oh
frat
my
guys
gosh.
too. A lot of frat guys, like, they'll come in with their unique character or whatever, and then you can tell they've changed because their style and their makeover has changed.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing growing out that mullet for? What you doing
Exactly.
talking like this? What your
Start walking
hat
around
flip
with
that?
her. Yeah, bro.
Collar, sandals, shorts up to the, you know what I'm saying?
That fit combo pisses me off.
Bro,
Bro,
it's so
it's
annoying,
all over
too.
the square. It's all over the square.
I know,
You
it's
can
all
tell
over
who's
the
Their voices start changing. Hey, bro.
Like, no cop. No
No
cop.
combat.
No cop.
You
Wait,
going down to
what?
the
No
river
what?
This weekend, bro.
What happened to white? No cap. Like,
Oh, no
Oh,
cow.
I was like, no, what?
I had a sorority girl tell me I wasn't giving her swag energy. I don't even know what that's supposed to
Wait, no, what?
I haven't heard that word.
energy?
That is such. I haven't heard that
It's
word
like,
in so long.
I was 12. I have not heard the word
I
swag.
I didn't understand.
Hey,
what that
Tony,
meant.
you've known me since we were like 16, 17. Would you
Dang.
say that I've changed since becoming
would-
a Sigma man?
not really. I just say you would matured up in a good way. You haven't shot off like negative energy or culty vibes or, bro. You're not with
Colty?
you're not with
Oh.
the frat. You're not with the
Okay, we
Yeah.
I didn't know
repping sex
sororities
now?
and fraternities are culty. I guess they are in a way.
I mean,
A&M.
yeah.
A&M's
are.
culty.
A&M is horrible. Oh my
Everyone
god.
tells me that A&M has like a cult.
It
There's-
is so
there-
bad. It is actually
Never
so
heard
bad at
that.
A&M. I have friends
A&M
over there.
is ghetto bougie.
Yo,
What have y'all
Really?
heard?
College Station is the worst place to ever be in. I was scared the whole time I was there.
I'm curious, what have you heard about A&M that's like so culty?
Well, for one, you can tell because every single person I've met at A&M.
Smells like beer.
It's not.
Besides that, I never asked them
Oh,
if they
no.
went to A&M.
They say
They either told me or
Exactly.
you can tell because everyone is so prideful of their school because that's
Yeah.
the only thing
So
they have
hard.
out there.
and it's not even like AM is
That's
that big of
true.
a
They're
thing
out
to
in the
rep.
wild, right? There's
Yes.
just the school.
And
It's like you're not
it
going to
doesn't matter what
Harvard.
age you are. You could be 18. You could be 60 something. They are very prideful. I went to A&M. I was an Aggie. I was a 12th
I was
man.
the Aggie, I'm
They all know
like-
the songs and the chants whenever you go drinking out with them. The whole
Exactly.
bar. Oh, A&M or some bullshit.
I don't know. Listen,
UT's
I-
the
you
same.
know, fully respect
Really?
anyone who's
UT?
gone to any of those schools. University of Texas. UT.
No, UT, like, everybody knows the chants. I went to their tailgate once,
Horrible.
and all it takes is one guy to say, like, a chant. Go Texas, go fight, and, like, the whole street.
Go find-
Go Texas, go fight.
I mean,
I'm
like-
I
whoa.
have yet to go to an A&M tailgate or a UT
go.
tailgate.
Don't
and I've
go.
been-
Don't.
go.
No?
Don't
No.
go.
I really want to go.
Don't do not
Aggie
do
land
it.
is
Go.
not
Okay,
going
everyone's
in.
telling me that they're fun. Why not?
No,
Live it
up.
no.
Experience.
They are fun if you are in a sorority.
They trying to get you caught
Oh,
up.
okay.
Go with your girls, do it. Do it, queen.
No, don't
Do
even
it.
go with your girls. Don't do it.
Okay.
You're at Texas State for a
Period.
reason. Let's stay here.
Exactly.
Don't go to Aggie Land, cause
Yeah.
But I'm
No.
not
Now,
gonna
if,
lie.
if you really thought Texas
I don't want to
State
see
was
you.
a
I don't
party
want to see
school-
y'all on the news.
Exactly. If you thought Texas
Oh.
State was a party school, College Station, Aggieland, Texas A&M, that's the party school. Go to
I'm not gonna lie. I was working at the UT tailgate. I was very disappointed. This is more of a guy's bias thing, but Texas State has more attractive women than UT.
I've worked multiple games over at UT. I'm
I would
Austin
say-
resident, you know. I worked at the Pluckers for the the UT games.
Pluckers.
Hey, I was out there cooking the chicken in the back. I mean,
Would you agree Texas State has
it
more attractive
they're
women than
the
UT?
the
Wait,
queens
talking
here.
about pluckers, I've never had pluckers before.
What?
I've never had
They sell
pluckers.
chicken.
I've heard
They
it's
sell
bad.
chicken. I mean, it's
It's pretty
like
good.
it's
Is
like
it?
it's like Raising
It's not
Cane's, but
overrated,
like
but it's good.
worse. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie.
What about
I would-
Wingstop, guys?
I'd rather eat Raising
Changing
Cane's.
subject, but what is Wing? What about Wingstop? 'Cause
Wingstop fries are so good.
you know what they tell me, that the ranch is really good. If
seen
anything
It's
else,
good.
the ranch. Try the ranch
You don't even
with the
really
fries
have
or
Zaxby's out
something.
here, though.
Well, since we were talking about do's and don'ts, let's resume with our dating do's and
We
don'ts.
did have a great dating discussion last time. Is there any new red flags that you ladies have over there that you might want to introduce to the cabinet?
the
Red
cabinet.
flags.
I feel like one of my red flags is when a guy doesn't plan anything. He doesn't he wants to hang out with you, but he waits on you. He doesn't tell you, let's go out to dinner, let's go to the movies. Like, I feel like as a guy, you have to plan things. I don't know. Maybe that's just
He
me.
probably
What do
lacks
y'all think?
confidence. I feel like he probably lacks confidence, or you're maybe not giving off the signals that is like, I want to do it, and he's like reading it as, oh, she's probably uninterested in me, so I'm not gonna waste my time and ask. But me personally, if I'm telling a girl I'm gonna take her out, I'm gonna be like, hey, what are you doing today? Or it'll be like random, so it can add more adventure vibe to it. So it'll be like, hey, what are you doing today? Oh, snap, we'll be ready in like 30 minutes. We're finna go to Austin.
Yeah, I'm
or,
you know,
something like that.
I'm right down the street from
That's a
you. I'm
green
gonna come
flag.
pick you up.
That is a
As long
green
as you got it planned, tell me a
Yeah.
time, I'll be ready. That's a green flag.
I feel like, I don't know, me personally, I still kind of am. I'm really bad at signs. I'm not gonna lie, like really bad at
I am too.
signs.
What do you mean signs?
Just any general, like, I think, like, a lot of times, a lot of ladies, or at least I've watched a lot of podcasts, it's like, you know, I did all these things to, like, show them I was interested, and I'm gonna be completely honest, we ain't never seen those.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like y'all, social media exposes like a lot of things about guys, and I don't be seeing jack about y'all.
Yeah, I'm
Like some of the
What
signs,
do you
they're
mean
not really
exposes?
signing.
like, it's like, I don't understand, like, it's just, we're not good at seeing whatever sign that it is that you might be portraying.
I will say this. Sometimes it is my fault. I will say that. I will admit. Sometimes
For sure.
it's my fault.
For sure.
Because I have this, like, mental block in front of me from being rejected enough and, like, getting led on and all that stuff. So I have this mental block of whenever a girl is trying or flirting with me or giving me compliments, I just be like, oh, cool, thanks. And just walk away. Because there was one night, there was a girl, I regret it now because now she has a boyfriend. But she was giving me compliments all night. Oh my gosh, you look good. Oh my god, you smell good. Where'd you get that watch from? I'm like, wow, thank you.
Yeah, she was into you.
And she was into me, and after that, I was just like, oh, cool, thanks.
See, like that, she was into you. But, like, I mean, I had certain issues where I was like, I was pretty smart, you know, high school, so people would ask me to, like, study with them all the time, you know, to help them, you know, get stuff or whatever. And it would be certain situations where, like, people would schedule me to do, like, study sessions, and I know they were trying to go for a different type of session, and I was just like, you know, but, like, you know, this math project is you know, quite important, you know, need to know your times table.
Elijah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd say screw the homework.
Nah, but it's like, it's
Marissa,
you know,
do you have a red flag?
very focused.
Marissa says she got some tea to spill.
Oh.
Say it, girlfriend.
Slay.
So
Here you
I don't
go
know.
with the spiciness.
I don't know if it bothers y'all, but like, if you're dating a guy, like actually dating, like with them, do you care if they're still like following or like the
Uh-oh.
people they used to date?
You see,
For
Follow-
me, I
wait,
feel like
following
to date?
They used to date?
Yeah, they used
Yeah,
to
like
date, no.
following or
Nope.
friends on
No.
Snapchat. That's
That's a red
flag,
flag.
right?
Red
Okay,
flag.
just making sure, because I feel like that's a
Dang.
major red flag.
So
What do y'all
how do you
think?
think a guy should clean up their social media after you've made it official?
Yeah.
How do you think they should clean up their social media?
You think they
For all
Don't
the
follow
guys
people
listening.
you used to date.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Like
don't
all the guys listening at home.
Especially like message them and see what they're doing in their lives and then like hearting it and stuff like that. It makes you seem
Oh,
that
that's
you're
it.
interested in their lives. Like
And then they're like, we
They're
ended
still-
on good terms. It doesn't matter. You're with me
My
now.
exes is
Why do
kidding.
I have to
Exactly.
speak to them?
I agree with that. I don't talk to any of my exes anymore. But like, how should they clean up their social media? Say like unadd them or completely cut them off?
I don't maybe not block them or whatever. If you ended in good terms, then just like unfollow them or something,
just
but
unfollow
don't
them.
block them.
Okay.
Like
I mean, yeah, exes. Yeah, I think exes need to go. I think
That
once you're an
chapter's
ex,
closed, so
it needs
that
to stay
you
an
can-
ex.
so you think
That-
they should
yeah.
block them?
Block them.
Like block them on social media and stuff like that?
Why not?
She said,
I know.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell the truth. I've been accused of being a very friendly person, and that's just my personality. I like talking to people. I was raised by a single mother, so I'm just used to talking to, you know, girls my whole life. So I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel more comfortable talking to girls than I do talking to dudes. It's not even like I'm trying to get involved with that any situation or anything. It's just where I feel more comfortable at. It's definitely been, you know, a negative factor in some portions of my life. I mean, my best friend is a girl. So it's
I'm
like-
about to hit that.
it's like-
I'm about to hit on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is me personally.
Right.
I may get some side eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The person should be allowed to have a best friend that is the opposite gender, especially if you've known the person longer
That's
than
fair.
the person you're with. I feel like you shouldn't try to dictate what you're
Exactly.
like who you're.
I think it's just. I think
Except with, or I'll say this, with reason.
with reason, because I'm not gonna lie. There's certain dudes sometimes do this, where they will stick with being friends with a person for the potential of maybe in the future she'll finally see me as the one that she wants,
Oh, we know.
and that I'll be the next. I'm next in line. I'm waiting for my piece. So
I can't do
that's-
that.
You know, that's the only situation that I'm like I'm wary of. You know what that friend is there for. Like
Yeah.
I need to know why you are here. What are like? I'm cool with you being here. I just need to know why you're here in the first place.
I agree with you, Jalen, because one of my best friends, it will look bad for me if I got a girlfriend and she never met my best friend. That's why, like, I would want them to meet, because I've been cleaning up my Instagram. Like, I've been unfollowing girls that I don't even know. So I'm like, why am I following you? Then I unfollow. But, like, I have a friend, she's a model and everything. So if I liked her picture and be like, oh my God, yeah, then if I had a girlfriend, they'd be like, oh my God, who is this? Like, no, this is like a sister to me. It's not even like that.
You know what I think?
It's just-
I think all of these red flags and all of these problems could be solved if there was just a lot of communication.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Bingo.
People do not
Communication is key in
Everything.
girls
Everything.
have a hard time doing it.
Oh my god.
Hey,
What?
Let's go.
I just want
All right, guys. All right.
That's
With
allowed.
this, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Tony.
hey, dudes do it too.
We're gonna wrap it up. All right. So thank you guys for joining us today for Clock That Tea and spilling all that good tea about celebrities and do's and don'ts. So see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, I'm evil.